What's going on, guys? Welcome to the quarterfinals of the Cup of Nations. This is my game against Asseror. This is game 2 of a best of 5. I won the first game, but this was the closest game of the series, so I decided to show only this one. I didn't save the third game. I did end up winning the third game, but I didn't save it. So let's show this game, as it was quite a close game, or at least an interesting one. The most interesting one, I would say. My army is exactly the same I've been bringing the entire time. 4 Galatian Legionnaires, 4 Galatian Spears, 1 Galatian Sword, 3 Syrian Archers, 2 Cappadocians, 1 Noble Horse, 1 Levy Free, and 3 Galatian Raiders. Asseror here, commanding Carthage, has gone for an interesting army. He has up front 4 late Libyan hoplites, and supporting them 3 Libyan peltasts. Great unit, Libyan peltast, obviously with the javelins, but also quite decent in melee. So going for a kind of Shigomsky approach here. Samnites, he's got 3 Samnites here, and 1 Noble Fighter. So Noble Fighter can be dangerous to my Galatians if it gets clean charges. Carthaginian hoplites here, 2 of them. Then he also has 2 Scutaria, or 1 Scutaria and 1 Gallic Warrior, I guess. So he has 6 melee infantry, using all 6 that Carthage can bring. That's definitely an advantage that Epirus didn't have in the last round, and can definitely be used to your advantage as Carthage, and with that 1 Noble Fighter, that can be quite good. Now, for a cab, he has Carthaginian, 3 Carthaginians, 1 Noble cab, so a shock cab is on the field, something that could be useful to kill my Cappadocians, because his Carthaginian cab will have absolutely no chance, and he also has a general and bodyguard back here. Then, I said 3 peltasts, so yeah, I think that's his whole army. Interesting, for sure, but I think the issue here is, if he allows me to just fight straight on, I'm just gonna win, because I'm gonna win all these fights. Sure, you'll have your peltasts, but my 3 Syrian archers are more than a match, I think. And you have 1 extra melee infantry, but can you really get a Gallic warrior to influence the entire melee fight? And on the flanks, my Galatian Spears do lose to his hoplites, but if I get to charge my Cappadocians in there, I will be winning. And you can see that's basically what I've done. I've matched my legions up with his front line, so these guys are matching, these guys are matching. Over here, matching here and there, and then my spears are matched up with his spears. My sword is just matched up in the center to help me win, and since he has 2 reserve infantry, I'll just focus them and focus his noble horse here. He tries to push around the flank, so I just retreated. I want to get the frontal head-on engagement. My raiders are just kind of juking around. Killed 2 of his guys there with a nice jab volley, and they'll be instrumental in just charging his peltasts later on. Kind of wasting some ammo here, but whatever. And here, I'm kind of getting the fight I want. He is going to go for an aggressive play with his Noble Horse here, but the problem for him is my Galatian Spears beat his hoplites so badly that it doesn't even matter. And here I get some volleys, and I'm shooting with all my Syrian archers, so I just start to kill a lot of his guys and do a lot of HP damage. He does kill some 30 men, but the late living hoplites just aren't strong enough to finish this battle fast enough. Here, I get my Galatian Spears in. For some reason, I double charged this unit. I don't really think that was what I meant to do. But here, I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna get a charge with my Cappadocians, and this will make my Galatian Spears able to win. Over here, it's just a fucking mess. Here, he did get his Noble Fighters into this flank, but and he's getting a free charge to the Samnites, so he did well to get good engagements here. But he's gonna yeah, you can see this Galatian Legionnaire has a charge over here. This is a really terrible fight. Over here, though, I'm getting straight up engagements and just winning. You can see this Galatian Legionnaire is just waiting for the Samnite. My Cappadocian will kill his guys, and I have raiders in the back lines. And over here, I pull out 1 Galatian Legionnaire, and I'm going to try to get a charge on his Noble Fighters. I'm also shooting these Noble Fighters. Am I in heavy shot? Not yet. Over here, he's chasing my raiders, so I'll just charge with the Cappadocian. Should be an easy win for me. He's trying to chase away my raiders here with his gen, but I'm just getting free shots. And my Syrians are just fucking his Noble Fighter, and they haven't even touched my Galatian Legionnaires yet, and they're already dying. His Noble Fighter comes in here, and okay, this is, his Noble Cav. And right now my general is kind of away from the fight. I'm winning this fight here because my Cappadocians just trounce his Carthaginian Cav, and my raiders kill his peltasts. I'm winning everywhere on this flank, but he is getting into my archers. Can't really allow that, so I just charge my raider in, and I just focus it down with my other 2 archers. So I lose 1 archer here. Only lost 30 men though, it'll come back from routing. And over here, my raiders are still all alive, just performing hammer and anvils here. You can see 55 men here and 53. This raider did die, but it basically killed a noble cav, or allowed my archers to kill a noble cav. Over here, my Galatian legionnaires now get a free charge on these noble fighters who have been weakened significantly. I don't want to charge into a hoplite, that would not be ideal. And here I'm just gonna go for this rear charge. I see his Peltas are engaged there. Gets a nice rear charge with his gen. My Cappadocians are here at full strength pretty much. And he's Levy Fear is gonna trap his gen here. I am losing in the center here though, because he did commit his Scutarii and his Gallic warriors here. So that is enough to kill my spears with the support of his late Levian. But the problem is that on the flank now I'm very much better. My archers are still alive, and now his general is getting trapped. He lost his noble cab and his noble fighter, like his two trump cards here. Going down, this noble fighter only got 40 kills somehow. I'm really not sure how that happened, because it should have at least gotten a lot of kills on this Galatian spear. But I guess his Carthaginian hoplite must have killed it off already. Now his infantry is starting to rear charge me here, but look how significantly. Literally, these Semites have only killed 29 men, and my legions have only lost 20 men. That's how significantly my legions are winning. Here it's closer because his Peltas were getting some nice shots, but now the question for him is like, all his cav is dead. How are you going to kill my archers? There's really no way. He only has 2 cav left here. My Cappadocians and my gen still alive and healthy. And that's really the problem for Carthage. You don't have the number of javelins that Epirus can bring, and your cav is just so shit compared to Cappadocian. I mean, nothing is as good as a Cappadocian really, except for Bactrian Noble Horse, but the problem is they're just so strong that without support, you're not going to be able to kill them, and that just allows these archers like free reign in the battlefield. Just focus whatever you want, pick and choose your targets, and then the raiders are just sitting around charging his Peltas. His Peltas were not able to get into the fight. Look, 72 kills on this guy is not bad, but mostly on cav. And his other Peltas here only with 40 kills, so yeah, not able to do a lot. Here he does get a nice rear charge, and the Sandmats are doing quite well in this fight because of the Peltas. We're getting some nice shots earlier, but now the raiders get a rear charge here. I'm gonna charge back into his gen. So yeah, I get that charge just in the nick of time. And my general's coming over here. My archers are just sitting here shooting the backs of his men, basically untouched. I still have a full strength Cappadocian and 2 full strength or 2/3 strength legions, so this is not a problem. My Galatian sword also came back. Could be nice. But yeah, not a problem at all here to finish off the Carthaginian units. And this is a really tough matchup for Carthage. I think you need to pull something crazy out of the bag to be able to win this as Carthage. You do have 6 melee infantry, which is nice, but they're just so inferior, and your cav is so much worse, and the real problem is your spears aren't good enough, really. The late Libyan hoplites are just basically a waste of money because they just lose so badly to the Galatian spears. I mean, you kind of need to go with something, but yeah, it's a very tough matchup for Carthage, so it would have been amazing if Asseror was able to pull this one out of the bag, but I did manage to win, and this was a pretty close game. I mean, I don't have that much left on the field, but if we look at the kills, it wasn't that close. His noble fighters just weren't able to do well at all. I'm not really sure. I think that was definitely, if his noble fighter and his noble horse did really, or noble cav did really well, I think that was the key to victory, obviously, for him, and maybe some good kills from his Peltas. But the Peltas were just getting harassed by my raiders the entire game, and this really stopped him from being able to do much of anything. His cav just got demolished, really no kills in them. You can see the Cappadocians, one didn't do that well, probably got shot up or something, but this Cappadocian did fine. 114 kills, only like 12 deaths or something like that. Infantry just pounded, obviously, all at or around half strength. Galatian Legionnaires again just proved themselves to be pretty much overpowered. And then Galatian Sword, my middle units, the Galatian Spears here, and the Galatian Sword really didn't do that well, but he did commit the Scutarii and the Gallic Warriors in there, and you can see they did quite well breaking my center, but then I just shot them to pieces with the Syrians, and you can see all the Syrians got a chevron, had half ammo left, and really didn't lose any men except for the one that did get charged by his noble cav. But you sacrificed an entire noble cav, which already lost a lot of HP from that initial charge where I just focused it with all the archers when he tried to charge my Galatian Spear. You're just not going to have a good time. The noble cav got its charge and then just got surrounded and cut down by my Levy Free and my Raider, and the other archers, obviously. So, yeah, it's a tough fight. How do you get to the archers? I don't even know, really. But anyway, well played to Asseror. I'm glad that, well, he did win the Attila CoN, so good for him. He did beat me in the Attila CoN, so I did get my revenge here, but he managed to win that, so good job, good game for him. Well played, and see you guys next time.